Everything we do requires movement, and that means muscle contraction. Motor impairment is a serious constellation of medical symptoms and signs. It's a loss or a reduction in movement or muscle control. And motor impairment is a final common event in many diseases and disorders. These include things like stroke, multiple sclerosis, spinal injury. It's a major health problem, and it's growing as it's common as we age. Motor impairment includes inability to get force from your muscles or to sustain muscle force. That's something like paralysis or weakness and fatigue. It also includes having a limited range of movement at a joint, and that's something like a contracture or a spastic joint. In addition, there can be motor impairments due to impaired sensation, and that may be proprioceptive sensation, and ultimately impaired sensation can lead to things such as falling in ordinary folk and more so as we age. We're focused on some of these core motor impairments. Motor impairment has a surprisingly high prevalence. 1 in 3 elderly people will fall each year, and 1 in 6 Australians is going to have a stroke, and about half of them will end up with a contracture or some spasticity. There's an epidemiological storm here, highly prevalent conditions such as stroke, each of them having a high incidence of motor impairments. Importantly, it's notable that the motor impairments are commonly prolonged. With colleagues at NeuRA, Stephen Lord, Janet Taylor and Rob Herbert, we're focusing on some everyday activities such as standing, grasping and balancing, and we're looking at the mechanisms which underlie these motor performances and how they can become deranged or abnormal. And finally, there's an element of our work where we're conducting randomised control trials in which we're looking at some interventions to hopefully minimise motor impairment and to give us some serious clues as to what the physiology is that underlies this.